What's going on, beatboxers? How's everybody doing today? This is Napalm.
This is Etoman.
And we're here to explain the Beat City 2025 rules and regulations for the Wildcard competition, which is going to be international! Alright, so as I said, this year's qualifying battle is going to be international. And for those of you that don't know, Beat City Japan can qualify you for the Grand Beatbox Battle. If you might have seen in the past few years, Momimaru and Krebsley from Japan, who were able to enter GBB by winning the Beat City Battle. Now is your chance to do that. But you don't just have to be from Japan this year. This year we're opening it up to everybody around the world. So here's a quick explanation of how it's going to work.
So the wildcard competition will start from April 8th to May 14th, and the results will be announced in June 2nd.
After the results are announced, the finals is going to be held August 10th at Zepp Shinjuku in Tokyo.
まず今年ビートシティジャパン2025本戦が開催される8月10日、場所は、Zepp 新宿でございます。今回の応募スケジュールなんですけども、開催が4月8日スタート、そして終わりが5月14日まで。なので皆さん、ワイルドカード出したいと思う方は5月14までになんとかスネークインしておいてください。その本戦に出場する枠の一つとして今回このワイルドカードコンペっていうのが、出されております。はい、ではこのワイルドカードの選考結果なんですけど、結果発表が6月の2日日本時間の19時でございます。なのでドキがムネムネということはこういうことではないでしょうか。私もここにいるネイポムさんもすごい楽しみにしていますね、ネイポムさん。So Napalm, tell us about how many categories we have this year for Beat City.
So, different from the former Beat Cities the past 2 years, this year, every single category is going to qualify for the Grand Beatbox Battle. So for the wildcard competition, we're going to be accepting 4 solo competitors, 4 tag team competitors, and 3 Loopstation competitors. Because the 4th Loopstation competitor is the winner from the Japan Loopstation Championships, which just happened in March. So, let's say that you win a wildcard for your respective category. Let's explain a little bit how the finals is going to work. So, for the solo beatbox battle, the 4 wildcard winners plus the winner of Beat City Pre, which is HAS, are all going to have to do an elimination round to get the 8th spot in the beatbox battle. There's already 7 spots that will have been taken by then by different qualifying battles happening all around Japan by Beat City. For the tag team battle, all 4 wildcards are going to make it past and instantly enter the battle, the tag team battle. And for the Loopstation battle, 3 of the wildcard competitors will be battling alongside the winner of the Japan Loopstation Championships, Yamaso.
今年募集のかかる部門は合計3カテゴリー。1つがソロ、次はタッグ、最後ループ。で、昨年とは少し違うんですけど、この新たなね、タッグとループ部門が増えたということで、さらに楽しみのポイントができたんじゃないかなと思っています。で、各部門何人が通るのかですね。ソロからは4枠4名です。タッグも同じく4枠。そして最後のループステーションのみ3枠となります。なぜ3枠かというと、ご存知の方もいるかと思います。近日行われた、JLC2025 ジャパンループステーションチャンピオンシップ2025にて優勝された、山荘君、彼がその4枠目でもうすでに入っているからなんですね。
So let's explain a few things about the wildcard competition. If you've seen the Grand Beatbox Battle, the Great North Beatbox Battle, and many more battles that have wildcard competitions, this one is not so different. But there are a few things that you might want to know.
From the basics, how long should a wildcard be?
So for the tag team and solos, we need it to be about 2 minutes. You have 10 seconds leeway time. It can be 1 minute and 50 seconds or 2 minutes and 10 seconds-ish, but you do not want to push that because if you're overtime or undertime, you will get penalized for it.
So in the beginning, you can say your name and that it's a wildcard. That's not going to be counted in the 2 minutes.
Exactamundo. Make sure that you introduce yourself in the video. Say your name and also this is your wild card for Beat City Japan 2025. And the introduction will not be counted towards the time of your beatbox. For the Loopstation battle, you're gonna have 3 minutes to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The same deal applies you have to introduce yourself and introduce that it's specifically a Loopstation wildcard, and that will not be counted towards the beatboxing time.
So what are the rules?
I can tell you, Edo man. So for the solo and tag team, you are allowed to use microphones if you wish, but you do not have to use a microphone. You just make sure that your mouth is visible and the judges can see that you were creating every sound with your voice. If there's any cuts in the video or any type of sound editing that doesn't include EQ, reverb, or compression, you will be disqualified. For the Loopstation battle, you are only allowed to use one device, the RC505 Mark I or the RC505 Mark II. Other loop stations will not be accepted, and if you have any extra device, it will also not be accepted. So make sure you guys are following these rules vigorously. And for more detailed rules, please visit BEATCITYJAPAN.com or look in the description of this video for all of the rules.
で、今回初めてワイルドカード出すよっていう方々もいらっしゃると思うんですね。なのでそういった方々に、今回のワイルドカードのルールを説明させていただきたいと思います。もう過去にですね、国際イベント GBB とかグレートノースビートボックスバトルとかいろんなねワイルドカード出したことあるよっていう人は分かると思うんですけども、今回のワイルドカード提出にあたって尺、あとその規制、他にメンションしないといけないルールもありますので、はい、説明します。まずは1つ目、ワイルドカードの長さですね。最初の自己紹介を除いた分、ビートボックスだけをしているところで合計2分までで、これプラスマイナス10秒ですね。なのでマックス2分10秒まで、それ以上超えてしまうと減点対象になりますので、気をつけてください。同じく短すぎると減点対象になります。ワイルドカードにおいてもう一つ重要なポイントがあります。それが音の加工、はい、で GBB も他のバトルもここ最近はこういう規制加えてるんですけども、音声を加工するところのルールが年々厳しくなっておりまして、今回許されているのがまずコンプレッション、 EQ、 そしてリバーブ、この3点のみです。その他の加工を加えてしまうと、審査員はそれ見抜いてしまうので、もうすぐ失格となってしまいます。また大前提なんですけども、このワイルドカードを撮影するときにですね、一つのテイクで収めてください。一発撮りということですね。で、もう一つ注意事項としましては、使うマイクへの規制はないんですけども、できれば口は見える状態にして録画してください。Okay, so let me briefly explain about the process of submitting these wildcards. So when you submit, you need to prepare two different files. One is the processed video, and two is the unprocessed audio. So the one that is not mixed. This is just for the sake of the competition to be fair. The way you submit your wildcard files is through a website called Gigafile, and you must provide the link to that.
Google Drive is also accepted if you don't have access to Gigafile in your country. For any participants under the age of 18, you must make sure you get parental consent before you enter this battle, because if you end up qualifying for GBB and you don't have your parents' permission, there's going to be problems. So, for publishing the videos, BEATCITY Japan is going to be collecting and uploading all of the wildcards onto their YouTube channel, BEATCITY Japan, and we ask that you don't put it on your own channel until after the finals is completed on August 10th.
Can you give us an insight on the background to why we're doing this?
So the main reason is to give more exposure to smaller beatboxers who might not have 1 billion followers on YouTube, and we're hoping to bring more audience and more exposure to you beatboxers and your artistry. And like I said, after the finals, you're free reign to do whatever you want with your music. But we please ask that you do not put any copyright restrictions so that BEATCITY Japan doesn't get flagged.
Yeah.
And just a quick disclaimer, by you entering this wildcard competition, you are allowing BEATCITY Japan to upload your video and possibly make edits or distribution of the video or whatever they decide to do with it. But trust me, it's a good idea.
こんなワクワクするワイルドカードシーズンなんですけども、提出方法はどうすればいいのか。今回の提出方法はギガファイル便もしくは、Google ドライブにアップいただいて、そのリンクを、ビートシティ側に提出する際、添付してください。で、ギガファイル便に関しましては、アップロード時に必ず、保存期間60日以上にしておいてください。Google ドライブも同じ。閲覧権限がないと 見れません。なのでぜひぜひアップするときはロックを解除してください。もうみんなが見れる状態にしてください。もしロックされていたら私があなたを失格にしますネイボムがあなたを失格にします。絶対守ってくださいね。はい、今回提出されたワイルドカードは全て、ビートシティさんのチャンネルにアップされます。はい、で皆さんも動画を各自、個人チャンネルにアップすることは OK なんですけど、ここで最も重要なポイントが8月10日より前に個人チャンネルに自分の動画を上げてしまうとエントリー自体がキャンセルになる可能性がありますので、皆さんどうかご注意ください。8月10日以降まで待ってくださいね。ネイポンさんね、
お願いします。
最後に8月10日以降のこの個人チャンネルのアップロードの際の注意事項なんですけど、8月10日以降アップする際にできればコンテンツ ID を登録もしされた場合、ビートシティさんをホワイトリストに入れておいてほしいんですね。はい、どうしてもという場合はお問い合わせください。So Napalm, tell me, when can we see these wildcards, these sick wildcards?
So, if you're interested in watching these wildcards, the Loopstation will be uploaded May 17th.
Loopstation は5月17日。
The tag team will be May 18th.
タッグ部門は5月18日。
And the solo will be May 19th.
そしてソロは5月の19日。
So that's about it for me today. I hope you guys were able to pick up all of that information. But again, if anything is confusing or you would like to read this rather than listen to me talk, make sure you go to BEATCITY Japan or check out the links in the description for more information. And I really, really hope to see a bunch of international beatboxers there to try to qualify for GBB 2025 World League. So, I'm very excited for this wildcard competition. How about you, Edelman?
Most definitely, bro. Me too. I'm super pumped.
I hope to see all Japanese and international beatboxers try to enter to qualify for the Grand Beatbox Battle. See you guys on August 10th at Zepp in Shinjuku, Tokyo, Japan.
Whoop, whoop.